Heck yeah, I'm here. Are you here? Let's go, you guys. You are tuned in to Kathy Chit Chat. Make sure to give us a subscribe, a like, and on Facebook, give me a follow and a like at Chatty Kathy with the C. So I want to dig right into this one, and I don't want to spend too much time on it because let's face it, I don't have $4 million, and I'm not even trying to open up this can of worms. But with the recent appeal, I wanted to talk about it here a little bit. So if you don't know, what was this? I think 2019. Yeah, 2019, this is when this began, and Cardi B fought back against YouTuber Tasha K for running stories and by stating that she had herpes, by stating that she was unfaithful to her husband, by stating that she did tricks on stage with involving a bottle of some sort. It was very ugly, and it was to the point where if you didn't know these people and just tuning in, you would assume that Tasha K simply hated Cardi B, because when she was reporting it, it was just with so much malice. It was so vile. It was really vicious. So, and with journalism, a good journalist should remain biased in some instances. And with this particular story, in my opinion, Tasha K was just out for blood when it came with reporting with this situation. And no matter how many times she was asked to retract her statement or take it down, she stood 10 toes down and simply refused. Now, she could have said allegedly, she could have done so many things differently in that situation, but she's a grown woman. She made a choice, and it was a $4 million choice. And what I don't like about that situation, I feel like it's always going to be associated with Tasha K. This one is one for the books. No one's ever going to forget the time that a celebrity sued a journalist and won and gained $4 million as a result. Like, this was game changing. So she's always going to be associated with that. And I feel like that dims her light, because Tasha K, again, in my opinion, gives me that old school Wendy Williams vibes. When Wendy Williams first came on the scene, heads were turning, mouths were open constantly, and we weren't used to that, you know? And Tasha K kind of has that same type of Wendy Williams feel, in my opinion, to where you're either going to hate her or you're going to love her. I don't have an issue with her. I've never met her personally. I don't have an issue with her reporting style. It depends on what you're used to. You know, being an older woman, I'm used to, you know, personalities such as hers. So it's not, her personality is not shocking to me. You know, I grew up in the tri-state area. I grew up listening to Wendy Williams. I have aunties in my family that are reckless in the mouth just like her. I'm a reckless mouth auntie at times, so, you know, I get it. She doesn't really bother me, but I can see how some people could just be annoyed with her personal reporting style. But in this instance, with Cardi B, she handled it all wrong. That's just my opinion, and obviously it's the opinion of the courts, because let's face it, they sided with Cardi B. She lost the appeal, and she's now being held accountable to pay this woman $4 million, all because she made a choice. She could have easily retracted. She could have easily done so many things differently. She could have reached out to Cardi B and apologized, you know, and it stinks, because I feel like this would have been career changing for Tasha K with landing an interview with Cardi B. And those are two personalities that, me personally, I would love to see them sit down and have a glass of wine or whatever, because I think that would have been an interview for the books, and that's something that will never happen now, you know. She'll never get a Cardi B exclusive. That's just never going to happen. And all for what at the end of the day? I don't know if she has like a strong friendship with, you know, her arch rival, who I'm not even going to mention because I don't even want to go down that. Oh, honey, I don't even want to go down that lane, I promise you. But maybe another day, maybe another time. But I don't know if she has a friendship with that other party that made her go in like that, or maybe she was at a different point in her life, because personally I've seen a change. She does come more with receipts. I've heard her say alleged, or I've heard her like do interviews with people and have them provide the receipt. So maybe she has learned from this. One thing that I think is kind of not fair in this whole case with her is, as viral as it was when this happened, because let's face it, like I said, this is game changing. Celebrity literally sued a journalist and won $4 million. This was game changing. But as viral as that story was, what we don't see, what wasn't as loud, is her apology. Granted, Tasha did the old post and delete. Don't know if it's still up on her Instagram. She tweeted it out, but she did apologize to Cardi B and her team, which I thought was very big of her. Some thought it was disingenuous. Some thought maybe it was too little too late. But whatever the case may be, she did it. And the fact that that wasn't, mainstream, it's kind of like, darn, that sucks, because you see what happens. It's just like, I don't know, like a shadow ban. But she's playing her cards right. She has a subscription going on, and I think that's going to work for her. But I do think that this is something that's always going to be associated with her. And I also think that certain people will just never interview with her as a result of this Cardi B situation. And it could have been interviews that she genuinely could have landed had this situation not occurred. You know what I'm saying? It was just ugly. Now, granted, I've been out of the game for years, but, I still speak to a few people. And one thing that I've heard time and time again, which isn't shocking to me, is that Cardi B is actually a sweetheart. Like, underneath it all, and I've seen this too with people that like, think of the strongest person that that will punch somebody off of a chair in the drop of a dime. They're also very giving and loving. Like, even think of people in your family. So it's no shock to me that that's associated with Cardi B, because I can kind of see that. Like, I don't know, I just get she might be vulgar in lyrics, but when it comes to like something about it, maybe because I got my tarot channel, y'all, I've always been intuitive, but something about her just screams that like she's very soft at home. Like, I see her with like bunny slippers at home and just kind of like, I don't know, just like a homebody. I could be wrong, but I've never been that wrong when it comes to judging character. So I don't know. Ooh, something like, every now and then you need a little bit of herbal refreshments to get you going. I promise you, you young girls enjoy it now, because once you hit 40, things start to change, honey. They start to change. So that's it. I don't even want to spend too much time on it, and because Tasha K did a video where she was jokingly crying. My ass would be crying, snot, the whole shebang, if I ever lost the case and now I gotta figure out how to pay somebody $4 million. I still struggle with paying somebody $400 for my damn bills. Girl, bye. So I'm not even gonna spend too much time on this, but make sure to subscribe. Give us a follow on Facebook at Kathy Chatty. Oh my goodness, I done said that wrong. Chatty Kathy, y'all. It's Chatty Kathy, y'all, on Facebook with the C's. I love to love you. Embrace your inner Chatty Kathy. And until next time, I can't talk today.